have to say that there's so many of them now, it's difficult to keep tabs on them all, but this is a, I think it's like 1A182, it's the ex-West German Army Leopard tank. Leopard was first introduced, I suppose about 10-15 years after the war. It was very much a contrast to what the Germans had done before. They'd gone away from the heavy tanks like the Tiger and the Tiger II. They'd gone to something lighter and more mobile, which in the light of what had been happening in Germany in the final tank battles at the end of the war is actually quite remarkable. It was built originally with a 90mm gun, but by the time this model comes in, it's mounting the British 105mm gun, and like all good tanks of the modern era, it's a stabilised gun and it can fire food. The tank is powered by an MTU diesel. It's got rear socket drives. This was pretty old, quite a novelty actually in the German army at that time, and it has been an amazing export success. Most European countries, which up to that time had been using the British Centurion, all as a body virtually switched over to the Leopard, as did the Canadian Army, as did the Australian Army, countries that you might think would have preferred the British tank on principle, but the Leopard has been regarded by many as such an efficient machine that it's superseded the dear old Centurion to quite a large extent around the world. The only place you will not find Leopard operating is in the Middle East, because over there the tank simply isn't available because they don't want the tank Leopard. And these two, both are ex-Canadian armies. Canadians at one point actually decided they didn't really want tanks anymore. They thought tanks were all patterned out with late things. And having run Leopard for a while, they decided to get rid of them, and we got two. They then regretted this, upgraded them, and they're now one of the few countries still using the Leopard. They've actually employed them in Afghanistan, one of the countries that use tanks in Afghanistan. They are very efficient machines, as you'd expect of any German vehicle. The Canadian version is slightly different. They're not the same gun, but they're slightly different hull formation to the original West German one. And it really is always just a pleasure listening to those big MTU diesels roaring away as they go up over the bump there. All that squeaking, isn't it? It doesn't mean that our people do all those squeaks. You've got so much of it under the top of stress and strain because it's moving a heavy vehicle and turning it round on its tracks is difficult. But most of that is actually just metal protecting and being able to, that's all thanks to it. Keep it locked down. That's the real sound of heavy armour on the move for you. I don't actually think there are many places outside the armies that use them. We see the old West German and the other Canadian one below, all finished in sight, camouflage steam sticks compared. Notice, by the way, one thing about the Leopard, if you ever got any doubts, not that you're going to worry too much when you left here, but anyway, if you count the number of road wheels each side, there are 7. Most tanks at the present time, it's normally 6 for some reason. But on the Leopard, it's 7. There he goes, there's the German one that he's got now. See how the gun appears to wobble to stabilise it, but it's really there, the hold is on target, whatever the tank itself is elected to do. They're going back to their resting place up the far end of the rear sector, so later on if you want to have a closer look at Leopard, that's where they'll be, all 3 of them sitting up there.